to Tara Lane.
Yes, we're talking about that weather. Of course, Hurricane Ian is off to the south. We have a stalled front keeping Ian just off to the south here for now, and that's why it's kind of slowing down too. But at the same time, we are starting to see already those far outer cloud bands moving in. You can see it, and if you look outside your window, maybe you're seeing some of the high, thin cirrus clouds. We're going to see more of those increasing ahead of that tropical moisture later on tonight and through the day tomorrow. But we're dry for now. It's going to stay dry later on this evening. 67 cool degrees outside. I mean, that's another part of the weather story, just how cool it is for this time of the year. Talking about average highs should be up around 80 or so, and the dew points are extremely dry, only in the 30s. You got 60s to lower 70s outside of the mountains, and a cooler 57 up there at Jefferson. Temperatures for more of us fall through the 50s later on tonight as it does stay dry. Now here's a quick look at the timeline when we start to get more of the impacts from Ian heading in. So showers begin not until really tomorrow night, and while we're sleeping, we'll start to see some of that widespread rain pushing in from the south and east. It looks like at this point, based on the current track and the timing, the majority of the heavy rain that we get will fall on Friday. And then we may see a dry break, and I'll show you that in a moment, coming up for Saturday. But at the same time, that gusty wind could lead to some of those power outage issues. And we were just talking about that here just a second ago. But you can see forecast for tomorrow, only 70 degrees. We'll still see some sunshine kind of in and out of those clouds. A little breezy with that northeast wind at 10 to close to 20 miles an hour with some of those higher gusts. So now that Hurricane Ian has made landfall, it is still a Category 4 hurricane, packing those high wind speeds there, over 100 miles an hour, but it will slowly push across the northern central part of Florida, weaken along the way, make a brief return over the water over the Atlantic Ocean as a tropical storm, and likely a second landfall somewhere along either the Georgia or South Carolina coast going into Thursday, Friday timeframe, and then head north as a much weaker system. But that remnant area of low pressure is obviously what's going to bring us some periods of showers and heavy rain, especially Friday and as we get into the weekend. So here we go. You can see Ian impacts, shows that shield of rain moving in from the south and east. Friday morning, going into the afternoon, heavy rain, but at the same time, I want to show you this too. After Saturday morning, we may see wrapping in here this dry slot. So Saturday afternoon could be drier, just some lingering showers wrapping in as we go into Sunday. So yeah, we could get a dry break out there for later Saturday, but not before getting as much as 2 to close to 5 inches of rain. Notice some of those higher totals possible up in the mountains, the higher elevations. That's why we're watching for, along with the risk of flooding, landslides with the higher terrain, and again the gusty wind gusts up around 30 to even close to 35, even around 40 miles an hour in some spots. Now let's head on over to meteorologist Elisa Raffa. Elisa, we're concerned more about this and those scattered power outages, some of that flooding along the coast.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we're looking at that second landfall. You can see that yellow is the shield of tropical storm force winds that can stretch up towards Myrtle Beach. We have, for that concern, tropical storm warnings in effect in that red there color, gust over 40 miles per hour, storm surge warning as well, because we could find that storm surge around Hilton Head, Savannah area, get up to 3 to 6 feet along the coast. That storm surge, remember, is the push of the ocean water with those intense winds and the turning storm. Like Tyra mentioned, rain also a big part of the story along the coast. We could be looking at 5, 6, 7 inch totals as you really get that push of all of that moisture coming in to the coast. So we'll be busy here the next couple of days. Again, our local impacts mainly Friday and Saturday.
We certainly will. Elisa, thank you.